Oh, look how fucked up my cameras are. Hello. Hi everybody. Sorry that intro took a little, or the starting screen took a little while. I decided to go ahead and try to start up the grill. I think it's going okay. But yeah, you guys let me know if the audio sounds good. I think this music is a little too loud. Hello everybody, it's Tuesday. I'm Ling, and this is a Ling stream. And we're in a kitchen. Hi Tony, hi Bradley, how are you guys? Damn, this camera's really tilted. It's tilted. Hey. I look kind of like a hot mess. But hi everybody, welcome on in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. I was having a difficult time trying to decide what I wanted to do, but I finally decided I'm going to do a cooking stream. So, today we are going to make some strawberry milk, some homemade strawberry milk, and we are going to attempt to grill. Also, Brew wants to say hi, so let me tie my hair up real quick. Eee. Okay, I'm almost ready. Ugh. Alright, come here. Everybody say hi to Brew. He just wanted up because he sees food. Okay. Thank you for the kiss. You say hi? Big yawn. But okay. Alright. Well, sippers, everybody say hi to Brew. He's gonna be helping us in the kitchen. Alright, there you go, buddy. Okay. So, actually, I'm gonna wash my hands first. But what we got on the menu today is we actually have fresh beef hearts. And we also have pork maw. We got some pork stomach. So, going with I'm feeling classic Lao grilled food. That's what I'm feeling today. So, that's what we're going to make. All right. Bam! Damn, you see Brew? Okay, let me attempt to show. Ooh. Here we go. Okay, you can definitely see the reflection from outside, but that's okay. Alright, so let me show you guys what we got. We're going to get started on this first so the meat can be cooking while... Oof. Okay, so here is our beef heart. I didn't get too much of it, just because I don't know how Trey is going to like it, actually. He's hit or miss on the organ meat. Brew really thinks that I have treats. And here's the pork stomach, the hog maw. So the way we're going to be doing this is we're actually just going to be washing it and then tossing it in the pot of boiling water that I actually have. I already started with a little bit of lemongrass and galangal, letting that boil, and then we'll slice it up, or we might try grilling it. I don't know. And then this, we're actually going to go ahead and toss in a marinade and then toss on the grill. So, we're going to get started on this first. I also have, if you guys look over, I just went over here. I've got some sticky rice that has been soaking in hot water. So we'll be having sticky rice with these two meats here. And I will also I'm planning on making a, what's it called? A sauce that we can dip these into. So yeah. All right, first actually in the water, if I don't yeet it on the ground first. We've got galangal. Probably should wash my hands actually. Let me wash my hands. I don't have a lot of lemongrass because I was growing this lemongrass myself, and she's trying her best. So But here goes the lemongrass in the water. Let me go grab. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Just making sure you guys can hear me. I got my phone. But yeah, so we got the grill going on outside. I hope I did it right. So we're gonna go ahead and toss these in a marinade real quick. I need. Actually, what we're gonna do. This guy over here. So there's not. I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut these into. See, there's not too much actually. Okay, just making sure you guys can hear me. I'm gonna almost do these kind of like kebabs. So I'm gonna cut them into kebab sizes, I guess. Okay, don't need those. Can you guys see that? Okay, cool. Bam, check it out. Yeah. Okay. How's your day been? Pretty good. I was at work today. I went actually to the office, like actually at physical work. And got most of my work done. So that was pretty cool. Actually got all my work done. So that was really nice. And then I kind of woke up later than I intended to, which kind of sucks. But I guess that was my body telling me that I needed to rest. So yeah, how's your day been, Tony? I hope you've had a good Tuesday. All right, this is my first time actually preparing fresh beef heart. So I'm just kind of going in blind. My mom has made beef heart for us before when we were little, I believe. When we were little. But she doesn't like organ meat. So a lot of it was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make this because you guys like it. So she kind of just like either tossed it in a soup or stuff like that. So I actually like organ meat for the most part. Cool. So I was doing a little bit of reading and it said online that this is like a very lean piece of beef. A lot of people either like stewed it or like slow roasted and stuff, and some of them grilled it. So that's the inspo for this. Hope it keeps going well. Thank you. Day's been pretty good. Okay, that's good. I'm just gonna toss this up there. I need a bowl. Okay. So we got all these guys into a bowl. Boink. I kind of like the texture of these. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and chuck this in the sink, actually. And I'm washing my hands. And immediately washing my knife. Because even though they are not sharp as I want them to be, I want to make sure that they don't get unnecessarily dull. Oh, also, Tony, yeah, let me show you since I got the camera on this way too. So the gold that we chose actually looks kind of silver on my nails. So that ended up working really well. Check it out. Bam. Bam. Oh, wait, sorry. Bam. Bam. Okay. Alright, so for the marinade, we are Your nails are super pretty. Thank you. I'm actually doing a cooking stream with like nice looking nails. How crazy is that, huh? All right, we've got oyster sauce going in. A couple tablespoons of that. Bam. Okay. I'm gonna put that back in the fridge. Okay. So we got oyster sauce. We're also gonna get a little bit of soy sauce. Bam. Soy sauce. We got garlic powder and where's my okay. We've got garlic powder. Am I eyeballing everything? Yes, I am. As I always do. When it comes to cooking, you can eyeball. Damn, how the hell did I miss the bolt that bad? This is... Sorry, I'm like... Ugh. It's like stuck at the bottom. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna try to stir up yeah, some of this onion powder. This is like the organic nice brand that Trey got, and they I don't think they have as much of that like anti-caking powder that's in here, so it did cake at the bottom. And we got some paprika going in as well. Bam. Actually, since I have chopstick, I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these numbers. But yep, we've got a pretty simple marinade. Boop. Just because we can grill these up and then what's it called? If we grill these up and they aren't as marinated or like seasoned as we want, we do have a seasoning sauce. Oh, also, one more thing. And how could I forget this? How could I almost forget this? Yeah. MSG. Sprinkle a little bit of that in there. And a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper. I'm actually gonna go ahead and go check on the grill. This is very coarse crushed black pepper. I definitely knew I wanted to hang out with you guys today, but I was having the hardest time figuring out like what I wanted to cook or what I wanted to do. I think I was stuck in that like analysis paralysis. Well, I could do this. Well, I could do this. Bam. Alrighty. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and toss the what's it called? I'm gonna toss the lid on the grill. So I'm gonna scooch this back just a little bit so I can scooch through. Boink. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm checking on the grill. Ugh. Oh shit, the grill is looking good. Oh shit. Okay, I do need. Excuse me, buddy. I need tongs. Hey! Got my tongs! Alright. BRB. It might be a little janky, but I actually might be able to like turn the camera over so that you guys can see me outside. Okay, we're just gonna keep these here, and I'm gonna shimmy. Hydrate. Oh yes. Cooking is hard work. Thank you, Tony. Whew. I have this very precariously set. So that's my bad. My bad. Thank you for redeeming your drinks. Okie doke. Moving this out the way. And we are getting a drink. Getting a drink. Tony says hi. Here's some water. Do you guys have any plans for dinner? Anything food-wise? I know this is like sort of unusual. So for you guys who have not had what's it called? Beef heart or hog maw. I'm actually salting up this water pretty good. Would you guys try some? Would you guys try some of what I'm making? I'm hoping it turns out well too, honestly. I'm a little concerned about the heart, but I am willing to try. Practice makes progress, right? Alright. Okay. Probably should move this around this way. Okay. Okie doke. And this camera is just not working with me today. Alright, got that back up there. And you guys can't see me, but you can hear me. What I'm going to do is I'm opening up the hog maw, the pork stomach, giving it a quick little rinse in the sink. There's not too much hog maw. I say that and it unwraps. But I'm giving it just a quick little rinse in the sink. And then after that, if you take a look at the stove cam, it's going directly into the water. And it's going in the trash. And I'm going to wash my hands. Wash my hands. Okay. Definitely would try some, but it doesn't sound awful. How is beef heart generally cooked? Fried like chicken liver or some? So I have seen where people have done fried chicken liver or fried liver just in general. I've had it in soup, and I liked it in soup. I've seen it where some people have like pressure cooked it, and like it's a pretty lean piece of beef, is what I've read. So usually with most lean cuts of anything, So what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to go ahead and start on the sticky rice, since that'll take a little bit to make as well. So we're steaming sticky rice. You need to make sure that you soak your sticky rice. Wash your rice. I don't care what anybody else tells you. Wash your freaking rice. But after you wash your rice, with sticky rice you want to soak it. I soaked mine for about 30 minutes before I started, and it's a really small bit of sticky rice. Put it in a little Lao rice steamer over here. You guys can see that. Bam. Got a little hat. Put on the little hat. Little lid right here. Bam. And then we just let that go. Check out Brew. He loves helping out in the kitchen because I love spilling things. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna take a fork. Frankhold! Hello! How are you? Thank you so much for the biddies. Oh wait, hold up. We got biddies, so you all know what that means. Wait, hold up. After I boink. Boink, boink. Okay, I would think that this would. I guess I'll just. I will do the biddy dance in just a second because I'm fighting with this pork stomach. I almost reached my hand in a vat of hot water. Listen, I'm not very smart, but I try my best. Hey, there we go. Nice. Yes, how have you been? I hope you've been well. I was mispronouncing things really incorrectly the day before yesterday, so I was like, I wonder if I'm going to summon Frankel this way. Brew, you are going to get a Treato because Tony has... Where are your treats? Hold up. Well, I was going to give Brew a Treato, but I don't know where his bag is. Oh! I literally was standing right at it. I'm good. How are y'all? We're doing pretty good. Trey's actually at work. I forgot to say that. It's just me at the house. Alright, come here. Make sure everybody can see you. Turn around. Come this way. Ah. Okay, come this way. Sit. Good. Sit. Here's a treat from Tony. Say thank you. And then you get a free one. Thank you for using your drinks. Those are some wild bites. Courtesy Fissy. But yes, thank you so much for joining today, Frankold. We are making some hog maw right now. Some pork stomach. This is what's happening on the stove cam right here. We got sticky rice on the stove as well. Outside, we've got the grill going, and we're about to put on some beef hearts. So hopefully they turn out well, because this is my first time. Look at him. He's trying to... What, bro? What? You already got the treats. You already got 2 of them. Can I have a kiss? I'll give you a kiss. But yeah. Oh, should we add some, what's it called? Some onions to the skewers? To the kebabs? I'm thinking onions would be a bad idea. I just got some new onions today. And they're actually cute. They're cute little onions. Like look at how tiny these are. They're so little. I've never gotten onions this small before, but they were like in a bag, so. Okay, well, to make life a little bit easier on myself, I am okay. Sure, yes. Okay, we got 2 yeses. Okay. So we're gonna cut these onions. I have a cutting board on top of my other cutting board because I don't want to wash that whole cutting board underneath it because we are still gonna try to make strawberry milk. Gives it flavor. All right, bet. Also, grilled onions are delicious anyway, so That's that. Okay, I'm gonna see if 1 is enough. But something tells me that won't be enough. Ah, shit! Okay. I'm trying to... Alright, maybe do like one of these. Okay. Hey, alright. We got like little onion chunks. I feel like it'd be good. Yeah, we'll do that. Bam. Alright, these look pretty nice. I'll cut up 2 of them. Flavor. Alright, I'm gonna ask you guys. What is a dish, like a food, that you guys you'll never say no to? Something you can always eat. Yeah. For me, it'll have to be noodles. If it's anything with noodles, I will never turn it down. Especially if it's like top quality noodles. I could probably eat noodles every day, and that would... Well, yeah, okay, that's the question. What is the one thing that you could eat every day and not get tired of? For me, it would be noodles. Wait, did I cut it like this? How did I cut it? Like this? Shit. I don't remember how I cut it. Oh, no, I didn't. Did I just... I didn't cut it. Wait, did I? Shit, guys, I don't remember how I cut this. It doesn't look like I did. Unless I did it like this. Did I do it like this? Oh, okay, this looks kind of familiar. I think I did it like this. Okay. Alright. I figured. The onion fumes are getting to me. Also, let me know if you guys can hear the music. It says my desktop audio is playing, but I have my laptop turned down so it doesn't echo. So let me know if you can hear the music. Oh, shit! Okay, alright. This looks like a good little bundle of onions. Homemade pizza is great, but not so great for my health. See, that's fair. Homemade pizza is so good. It hits so different. Noodles generally. Me too! Me too, Tony. Alright, how we doing here? I will probably have to flip this every now and then because it is not staying under the water. Under the water. I was also looking for tripe as well, but I couldn't find any tripe, sadly. Publix does a pretty good job at, what's it called? At providing this kind of stuff, so. Okay. So the onions, done. I'm gonna put these on here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Because again, we don't have very many skewers to make, so. What's that on the oven? It looks huge. Yes, so this is the pork stomach that we've got on the stomach. We've got the pork stomach here on the stove. We're just boiling it up. I actually think I might toss it on the grill. But yes, it is a biggie boy. I might add a little bit more water to it, honestly. The what? It is a pork stomach. Hog maw, actually, is what it is. But also, hi Oolong, how are you? Welcome on in. We are cooking dinner. So, oh, all right. I remember what I was doing. I forgot what I was doing for a minute. Okay. This line's a little sad, but that's okay. Oh, sure, just a stomach, no biggie. Okay, you know, when I say it that way, it does sound a little strange. I don't think I've actually what's it called? I've made chicken liver before. Those turned out horrendously, sadly. I did not fry them, and they just they weren't good. But I actually grew up eating hog maw, so like pork stomach. I've had beef heart beforehand as well. Ah, fuck. Okay. But this is the kind of stuff that my family grew up eating and like grilling. So it was kind of considered. So the food category, I guess, the meal category is gam lao, which means like eat, like pair with alcohol, like pair with beer. So a lot of this would be like men's food, where they would be like out on the grill grilling and shit, and then they'd have like beers and things that they would eat or drink alongside this kind of food. So like grilled meats and like stuff like this. But as I grew older, I realized that I like it too. So it doesn't necessarily have, it's not gender locked. Anybody can eat this, but traditionally it's like, oh, you know, your dad likes to eat it, but you won't like it because you're a girl. I'm like, no, love this shit. It's tasty. So yeah. Oh shit. Okay. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm prepping this lime. I'm gonna keep this here just in case. We got 2 heads of garlic. I don't know what Brew just did. 2 heads of garlic. Got some lime, and we are gonna get some chilies. I don't have any red chilies, sadly, but we've got a couple of these bad boys. Not making a whole lot, but I do like it spicy. Do you guys like spicy food? Did I ask this? In case I have. Brew decided it's playtime. But for in case I haven't asked this, do you guys like spicy food? I do like spicy food, but the spice has to have a rhyme and a reason. Like you can't. I don't like. I'm not like a pepperhead where I'm just like, hell yeah, I've got. Oh shit. I just like to eat peppers. Like no, it's gotta have flavor. It's gotta have a rhyme and a reason. I just don't like to like inhale peppers for no reason. So if it's tasty and spicy, I'm down for it. If it's just spicy, I'm not here for it. Spice is life. Thank you so much, Franco, for the sub. 19 months. Oh my god. Oh, it's been that long. Thank you so much for all of your support from the very beginning when Josh wasn't a chicken. Thank you, Franco. Do we like spicy food? Johnny. I like spicy food to a point. I agree, Oolong. It's gotta have a rhyme and a reason. Okay. So this is a fun part because I gotta finagle this out from behind my stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna see if we can scoot this back so you guys can see into. This is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. This is a mortar and a pestle, but it's a Lao style mortar and pestle. Alright, can you see into this? Okay, we're gonna scooch this out a little bit. Bam. Okay, so this is my mortar and pestle. It has been around for a hot minute now. So, thank you for sticking around, Frankel. Okay, so we've got 2 heads of garlic going in. We got a handful of Thai chilies, and I'm gonna move these guys over so we can actually do the ting. We're gonna toss in just a tiny little bit of salt, not too much. Okay, and as you do regularly mortar and pestle, you're just gonna pound up what's in here. So I'm putting my hand over like this so that the pieces of the whatever's in there doesn't get in your eye. Because I can assure you, I know from experience. Yeah, I'm trying to maneuver my hand so you guys can still see it though. There you go, yeah. So yeah, this mortar and pestle has been around for a while now. Actually, I think I used this growing up, and then when I moved out of the house, my mom basically was like, "It's old, I don't want it, take it." I was like, okay. So here we are. Oh, thank you. If it's too hot to actually taste food, then what's the point? I agree, Tony. I think we're all on the same page here. Thank you. Oh, so these are Thai bird's eye chilies, I believe. I just call them Thai chilies. Okay. Looking pretty good, actually. All right. Okay. And that's what that looks like. So everything is all mushed up. And, oh, actually, let me go check on the grill real quick so you guys can hang out with the sauce. The sauce. Too much sauce. Okay. Do you guys have a favorite kind of pepper for people who do like peppers? Yes, I'm smooshing this over. Don't be alarmed. You can still see it. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm checking the grill. Okay, well, we still have fire, so I don't think the grill is quite ready yet. Alright, excuse me, bro. Excuse me, my son. Woo! Woohoo! Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Now you got something that was used from your childhood. Yeah, actually, I really do. I enjoy it. Old chili flake, or gochugaru. Yes. I love gochugaru. I've got gochujang paste as well that I also use, semi-regularly. But I like gochugaru as well if I'm wanting a little bit of extra kick instead of just like red chili flakes. Red chili flakes, when you put them, like if you have oil and then do like toss in like some garlic and then some red chili flakes, kind of toss it around and then do what's it called, like spaghetti and stuff, like olive oil with it. Oh, so good. Also, hey Esther, what's up? Thank you so much for the one veggie. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Banana peppers, jalapenos for low heat, okay, for pizza and stuff. Habaneros for more heat, and Ghost or Carolina Reapers for regretting my life choices. Hi, Brew. Hello. Hello, my son. I saw strawberry milk. Oh, yes, where are you? I'm making the sauce first, and then I'm about to start on the strawberry milk. Yes! I really thought that chili oil was a lot harder to make than it actually is. So, chili oil is like top tier condiment. Actually, Frank Holt, our neighbor is growing, is it habaneros? He's growing something specifically, and I was like, ooh, yes, please. He gave us some. I want to say they're habaneros. What you cooking today? So today, Esther, we've got some hog maw, which is some pork stomach that's actually boiling on the stove right here. We're gonna be, I kind of want to cut up half of it and then toss it on the grill just to see how it goes, because I usually just eat this boiled. We've got beef hearts as well that's currently marinating. Don't switch it over here. Cut up into chunks, so we're going to do kebabs with onions. And then we've got this is called gel som. So this is a traditional Lao spicy, salty, sour sauce, like a dipping sauce. It's one of my favorites to make. And sticky rice on the stove, obviously. And I'm about to start on strawberry milk right after I make this. So we don't have too much left to do for the sauce. Never thought about growing my own pepper. Yes, absolutely. You should try it. I really like gardening, just in general. Herbs are my favorite things to grow. I unfortunately have a north-facing back patio, so I don't get as much light as my front yard. And my front yard's a concrete jungle, so basically everything that I put up there will fry to death. So I try my best. Now, when you're handling chilies for everybody, and I'm sure we all know, but as a friendly reminder, please do not touch chili and then touch your face or any other part of you, for that matter, because it's not pleasant. And I know this from experience. So, I do play it a little bit on the risky side, and I don't use gloves, but to be completely safe, you can use gloves. Please use utensils, as you guys can see what I'm doing here. But okay, so this gel som is really easy to make. You've got your mushed up peppers, garlic, a little bit of salt. We're going to be adding fish sauce. This is the Three Crabs brand, which is the one that I had growing up. The squid brand is also good, which is also slightly confusing because it's squid brand, but it's a fish sauce. So you're basically going to fill it up, and so that the chilies kind of float around a little bit in it. And but yes, we put them in our mouth. That's the good kind of hurt, I promise. Okay. I like my gel som really, what's it called? Really tangy. So I'm actually adding half of a lime. So we got fresh lime juice going in right here. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And obviously adjust according to taste. But what is your guys' favorite flavor? Like sweet, salty, bitter, sour? What's your guys' go-to? I would say that sour is one of my absolute favorites. But I don't like sour candies, actually, which is interesting. Well, not that I don't like them. They're not one of my go-tos. Do you guys have sweet teeth? Sweet teeth? Sweet tooths? That's an awkward way to say it. Okay. This is looking really good, actually. We're gonna give this a little taste. Oh, yeah, that's pretty solid. Sour and salty. Hey, me too. If you like sour and salty oolong, I think you actually will really enjoy this sauce. You can use it as a dipping sauce for beef or any kind of marinade for any type of like a protein. I was like, what the fuck word am I trying to use? For protein. It's really good with the seafood if you do seafood at all. The meme is, instead of bringing your own hot sauce, this is basically like our version of hot sauce that we bring to like buffets and stuff. We got sweet and sour. Okay. I'm particular about sweet and sour. It's got to be specific. Oh, and then one final thing. Sometimes salty. Okay. I would say sour and salty are my go-to, and then sweet. I'll get like flashes of sweet, like a sweet tooth type deal. Oh, for you guys who are wondering, I'm adding just a touch of MSG. Sweet and salty, so it's one or the other. Okay. That's how so the sour and salty I usually like together. But if I'm feeling sweet, I like it to be sweet. I agree. Bam. Check it out. Looks pretty good. That's actually, I feel like it's one of my better batches of gel soap. So I'm kind of proud of that. Okay. Since the grill is getting close, let's assemble. Skewers, assemble. Okay. Also, can you guys hear music? Let me know if you can hear music. Okay. So I'm just gonna put them on the cutting board here. So we should do. Where can you guys see this? There we go. I very faintly heard Mario Sunshine. Okay. Bing, 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 bing. All right. Let me know if that's too loud. I don't want it to be too loud, but I do want you guys to hear it. I actually was thinking about playing that the other day. I haven't played it in so long. Here. I'm gonna do like this. Let's make sure not to stab myself. Maybe do 2 meats. 2 meats. Onion. An onion. Ouch. I literally said, be careful. Be careful so I don't stab myself, and I proceed to stab myself. Okay. I actually, which I feel like I got bamboozled. I ordered a kebab. I went to Texas Roadhouse for the first time, like ever. I guess it's been about a month or so ago now, and I ordered a kebab, right? It's like, cool, yeah, kebab. I ordered it. The kebab came, but there was no stick. So I was like, is this how it's supposed to go? Because I felt like the whole thing about kebabs is the stick. Like you're serving on a stick, right? So I felt like I was bamboozled. I was like, all right, Texas Roadhouse, losing some points here. But yeah, I've actually never finished Super Mario Sunshine. I've also never finished Wind Waker either. So I feel like maybe playing one of those as a Ling stream game might be kind of fun. I don't know. I guess I'd have to get an emulator. I do have a GameCube, but it's you know, a GameCube, so I'd have to get an adapter so that you guys can see the screen and stuff, but it can't be that hard, right? Boink. Boink. Alright, hold up. I think I messed up. There might have to be a whole skewer of just onions. I know, I have not finished. I know. I'm ashamed. Also, hello, Leopard, welcome on in. Happy Tuesday, this is good, thank you. So we've got Some marinated beef heart. It's fresh heart that we are putting onto skewers. You guys can't see this. But we're putting onto skewers and about to put onto the grill. This is... I think this is my very first time grilling, y'all. I'm pretty sure this is my first time grilling. So, as long as I don't burn my house down, I think we'll consider it a success. I don't know about y'all, but I will consider it a success. This should be fun. Yeah, fun's a word. Yeah, I think I fucked up on the onion to beef, ouch, ratio. Oops. I think I'll be okay. Oopsies. But yeah, how are you, Leopard? Hopefully your Tuesday's been treating you well. Okay, let's see. How many? So, 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3. So we got 3. Let's do 3 per stick. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we need 4 more sticks, it looks like. Oh shit. I almost just yeeted that. I literally almost yeeted that right. Ah, fuck! I meant to do the onion first! Okay. There we go. Okay, we got onion, meat. Okay. My knife skills kind of suck, so I definitely did not cut these as evenly as I did the other one. So, we're going to add a little bit more than 3 to this stick. My bad. Some places don't do sticks. And I got a kebab, never had a stick. I was wrapped in foil. Okay, see, I thought the whole point of a kebab was to, like, eat it on a stick. Because it's like a, you know, kebab on a stick thing. So, I guess I've just been misinformed. Where's another small piece of meat? Nails looking pretty. I know your hands are messy, but I can still see. Thank you. Yeah, we've got wet hand, dry hand. Thank you. Actually, Tony in stream helped me pick out the colors yesterday because we were just chit-chatting on the phone. So, thank you. I actually am doing a stream where I have pretty nails, and I'm like kind of proud of myself about it. Okay, now we got big pieces. Man. Listen, people are like, Ling can cook, she's so good at cooking, which I feel like I have good cooking skills, but my knife skills are booty, and not the good kind of booty. Oops. Okay, I have lessened the amount that I've stabbed myself, though. So, I feel like that's a win. It's a win in our book. Okay, I think we got enough for 2 more skewers. I don't want this to fall and hit the ground. These skewers be looking nice. I think they look. Oh shit! That's what the shows and cartoons I watched showed. That then I would order some only to be given it in foil. I was very disappointed, but it did taste good. Okay, as long as it tastes good, I guess that's a plus. But like, I feel you. I feel like it's a bamboozlement. If I'm telling you, we are making kebabs. Oh shit, y'all! I fucked up. I forgot to soak these in water. Fuck. I don't want them to burn. Okay, maybe we can just like... Oh, I got Lurk to finish my work. Alrighty, thank you so much for the Lurk, Oolong. And thank you for joining for a little bit. I hope the rest of work isn't too bad for you. We appreciate you stopping by. Dip it in sauce. Dip it in sauce. Which, I mean... isn't a half bad idea. I was over here like, oh fuck, I messed up, and then I proceed to continue. I could have one that was saved, but no. Oh fuck. Okay. That's a no-go. I guess I'll just like douse it in water a little bit, maybe. Oopsies. Okay, are we gonna fit this? We're gonna do it, y'all? We're gonna do it? Hey, we did it. Bam. I'm gonna keep a little bit of the sauce though, so that we can maybe like drizzle it on top. But I'm gonna move this. Okay. What's the strat here, y'all? How are we doing this? Grills are generally used for other meats so they can stick them in the oven. Oh yeah, well, I guess it depends on what you're grilling. Like if you're grilling like pork and stuff, you can't mix it, so. Alright, so here's what we're doing. I am gonna line up the bottoms of these, and we're gonna spray them with water. Since they're all onions at the bottom, we're not spraying off too much of the sauce. Ooh. Big brain strats. Actually, it's not big brain strats. It's the exact opposite of big brain strats. Okay. So, then dip it back. Okay, yeah, if I can dip it back in the sauce. Oh wait, hold up. Let me flip this. This should be pretty close to being done, actually. Okay. And let's check on the sticky rice. Ow. Ow. Here, so you guys can see. Working on the sticky rice. What the? What the? Hot, 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 hot. Oh wait, I need a rice pad. Okay. Ooh, alright, looking good. Okay. Let me show you guys how you do this. Alright, we got the sticky rice. Ah! Oh my god. Almost gave myself a splinter. Sticky rice in here. Kinda, you want to loosen up the edge a little bit. Loosen up the edges a little bit. You want to make sure that there's not, like, basically the middle of this is almost cooked all the way. And so you get it kind of loosened like this, and you do a little. Oh, it already flipped itself. So if it starts off like this, you're gonna bah, do a little flippy flip. Hey. And make sure to kind of spread it out a little bit in case there's rice on the inside that did not cook all the way. So bam. Alright, this does not have much longer, so toss it back on, put his little hat back on, bam. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that, friends, is how you flip sticky rice. Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, let me try. Oh shit, hold on. The smoke has stopped billowing. So, we are going to. Actually, this. We are going to carry out our kebabs onto the grill. So, I will be right back. Ah! Oh shit. As you can see, there's water that's dripping because I had to spray the bottoms of these with water. Okay. You might hear me outside still. one. Okay, it's not looking too bad out there. Oh God, look at all that gross. It's water. Hello, thank you for the lurk. Hold on, I will see in just a second because I can't see the screen. We're grilling, y'all. We're grilling. Oh. Okay. Now the goal is not to overcook this. Let's go. Did you guys hear me screaming outside? Okay. Hello, Ty. Are you good? You good if I call you Ty? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the lurk. And Esther, I'm gonna go ahead and give Brew some pets. Actually, come here. Come on. Yes, that's right. Here, turn around this way so everybody can see. Or actually, turn around this way so everybody can see. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're just a good boy. I'm just a good boy. Everybody say hi to Brew. You're just a good boy. Yes, you're such a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Do you just like the way my hands smell because they smell like beef? They smell like beef. They smell like beef. Yes, Brew is a very good boy. Thank you so much for using your drinks. Okay, let me clean this up real quick. It's a hot mess right now. All right, we got some sauce left over. I'm gonna keep the sauce in case our kebabs suck that bad. I am washing my hands. Washing my hands, washing my knife. Okay. Yoink. Let me clean this off. But hello, Ty. Welcome on in. Welcome to the BLT bar. I'm Ling. It's Tuesday, and I usually try to Ling stream on Tuesdays, but usually you see me sometime during the week. Welcome to the BLT bar. Oh, hi. Hey, Dragon. Welcome on in. You guys are currently seeing me juggle like 5 different things all at the same time, and I feel like I'm doing like a decent job at it. Now, our main goal is to make sure that those kebabs do not overcook. We're turning off the rice right now, and I'm gonna put it in this little container to store sticky rice. All right, since it is freshly off the stove, I said freshly hot. That's what I was about to say. I am gonna let it cool a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna set it here. That large paint looks very inappropriate. It is pork stomach, and yes, it slightly looks phallic, but I promise it's delicious. Yeah, it looks a little strange, but I promise it'll look better once I cut it up. Okay, I see plumes of smoke outside. I'm sure it is. I see plumes of smoke outside, so here we go. Wish me luck, guys. I hope these aren't already burnt. Where are my tongs? Where'd I put my tongs? They don't look burnt. So there's that. Wish me luck, guys. Oh shit, there's fire. There's still fire. Oh. Okay, y'all. One of them is a little charred, but it's not too bad. It's like a good kind of char. So can you hear me from outside? I will say it smells nostalgic AF. Come on, Bru. Good boy. This smells like a loud barbecue right now, though, and I am living for it. Okay, this should be cooled enough now. Cooled down enough now. So now that it's cooled down, we're just gonna scoop it into here. Boop. Bam. Bam. I'm sorry, I haven't even got to the strawberry milk yet. I was over here like, I don't think there's many things to do. I will get to the strawberry milk, I promise. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Back. Now I will say I do need a new rice steamer because this one's also a little old and it makes my rice a little stickier than I want it to be. Look, it's all sticking to me. Okay. And to keep it warm, we're just gonna bloop. Done. I am gonna try a little bit of it out. We got sticky rice here. Dip just a little bit of your rice into the gel. So, delicious. I'm gonna move this out the way actually. Perfect. All right. You know just how proud I am of this grill that's going on right now. I'm super happy with what's outside. I took some pictures so you guys can see. But inappropriate piece of meat is about to come off the stove now. Okay. It's not inappropriate, I promise. It just looks inappropriate. Okay. Good for looking through. But mom. Okay. Now, if anything, it is really fucking hot. So I should take care as I'm touching hot things that are coming out of it. We don't want this oh, because can you guys see me? Okay. I'm gonna grab this cutting board and okay, moving this over here. Woohoo! Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Safi, Safi, welcome on into the BLT bar. I'm waving like this. Okay, this looks really weird. I promise it tastes good. It just looks funny. But now is the part. Hey, what's that? Okay, yeah, I know. It looks really strange. I know. So this is pork stomach. This is hog maw. Let me figure out what the fuck I'm doing with this. Okay. So, my question to you guys is, should we try to toss this on the grill just to see what happens? Sprinkle said, bruh. But yeah, let me know if I'm saying your name right. Safi? Is it Safi or Safi? Safi? But anyway, how I traditionally eat this is now I would slice up bits just like this. Oh, you guys can't see. You think grilling would dry it? It has been boiling for, how long have we been streaming now? For about an hour. Here, let's see. But, we definitely don't want this dried, because if it's dry, it definitely is not going to be good. Okay, so to describe this, I can actually I'll cut up a little piece and we could try it out. But, okay. So for you guys who have not had hog maw before, the texture is it's chewy. It's got this kind of like bite to it from the outside. So you can see, it almost looks like tiny little strips of bacon, where it's got like this outside layer right here, the skin, and then it's got like the chewy meat on the inside. So the outside kind of skin part gives it kind of like a bite, almost like you're eating like a sausage. You know, like the sausage casing has that like. Suffy. How would you like me to pronounce it? Because I want to make sure I get your name right. So, yeah, so there's a little bit of the bite from the outside there. This inside piece almost feels like regular meat, like the normal meat. So it almost feels, it's got the appearance and the feel almost of like little mini, not bacon, it's not cured, but like pork belly. It's just a lot chewier. I seasoned the boiling water pretty well. It's got a little bit of that lemongrass and the galangal kind of penetrating through this, because it doesn't really have like a super organy or like gamey. So, and then I salted it just fine too, so that's good. This could work pretty well with a little bit of gel som. So we got gel som. You take a little bit of this. Do just a little dunky dunk in here. Mm. So this already has, it's very umami. It's very, you know, meat, savory. The acid and the salt and the spicy from this cuts through kind of the fatty bits really well. So it's got the chew, the bite. Tasty, tasty. You can pronounce it how, okay. Well, if you have a preference, please let me know how to pronounce it. But I will say Sufi. In my country, we make soup out of beef stomach. Okay, I have heard, or is it? No, that's tripe. That's in menudo. But I do boil this and I use it in a curry noodle soup called kapun in Laos. And sometimes I'll use it as a topping, but I actually don't think I've actually put it in the soup itself. But that sounds delicious. I definitely would eat it. This is one of my favorite things eating while I was growing up. I am super curious though, so I don't want to waste it. All right, we got a small little chunk here. We got a small little chunk here. So we're gonna take these 2 chunks and toss it on the grill and just see what happens. So I'm about to go outside. We're about to go check on the beef hearts outside. I personally don't like it because it's greasy. Okay, that's fair. I boil a lot of it. You can probably see on the stove too. It's got all the grease and fat and stuff that is kind of boiled out and rendered out. So this is not as, but it definitely does have that. You can see the shine that's coming from it, like just how juicy, how that fat is coming off of it. But okay, guys, we're gonna go check the grill. Scooching this way. Whee! All right. I don't know. Boop. All right. Okay. Ugh. Scooching this way. Also, I guess the stove is done, so I will just turn the stove cam off. Okay. All right. So here, we've got grilled beef heart kebabs with some grilled onions. You can see I've got the nice char on there, which smells delicious. I absolutely burnt some of this onion, but that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna take the onion off. Boop. grilled onion, tasty. Okay. This beef, I'm a little worried about. We'll see. Okay, well, it doesn't look too bad. It is beef heart, so looks awesome. Looks yummy. Thanks, guys. So we've got. Oh, sorry. Let me see if I can have it focus. Don't focus on this, dummy. Come on, dummy camera. Come on. You can see it glistening. Let me see if I can. Come on. You gonna focus? You gonna focus now? You gonna focus? Come on. I'm like scooting all the way back. Anyway. Actually, guys, this is really tasty. So, right, this is beef heart. It's obviously organ meat. So it does have, this has more gaminess to it. Oh, there it is. Now it focuses. This has more gaminess than the hog maw does. So this does have a little bit of that, like, kind of organ gamey meat taste, but it's not overwhelming. I think we did pretty good on keeping the marinade pretty simple. This taste, if you like steaks, this one is a little well done. I think I actually should probably go ahead and grab the other ones off, so it doesn't continue to cook. If you like your beef more on the well done side, I think this might be a good way to have it, like, well done, cooked well. But also, it doesn't have that, like, how do I say this? It's not super tough. It's still kind of chewy, actually, because it is an organ. Okay. So this little bit right here does have kind of the, let me show you guys. This has a little bit of the fat that's on the outside of the heart. So I'm going to cut into that. And yeah, so this literally looks like a cut of steak. It just loves looking at this. Bigger pieces, I think you might be right. Because that was a pretty small piece. I was telling everybody earlier, my knife skills are actually ass, and not the good kind of ass. So there are some bigger chunks. But yeah, it looks just like steak. So I've got a little bit of onion with this. I'm going to dip this into the sauce and give it a shot. So if you guys like little fatty bits, I'll show you guys. This is a nice amount of fat to it. So with that being said, I think these are ready to pull. So I'm going to go pull them real quick. And you'll probably hear me screaming outside. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, never mind, we're good. I said we're gonna pull them, but I don't have anything to pull them onto. Alright, we're using a... Yes. Thank you to Frankled and Tony for suggesting the onions. Where's my... Oh. Okay, here we go. Check it out! Oh shit! Hold on. They look burnt as hell on the camera. Let me scooch over. Ta-da! These are a little crispy looking. Oh, there we go. I was like, I promise they're not that dark. It's just the camera. For my first attempt at grilling, I would say not too shabby. What you guys think? I don't think it's too shabby. I want one. Never had this before. This is my first go. Actually, I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna try this. And let me tell you guys, because this is an organ meat, it obviously is not like, oh my gosh, this is like super high cut of Angus blah blah or whatever, right? Hold on, wait, I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick. Thanks, guys. Again, these are a little charred. I probably could have watched them a little bit better. But okay, yeah, let me show you guys. So like this right here looks just like a cut of steak. I bought all of this meat right here. You see how big this plate is? This is, wait, let me move this before I spill this everywhere. This is my hand. So this plate, this is literally like the size of my hand, right? All of this beef heart that I bought was $3. So all of this protein right here, $3, which I feel like is an absolute steal. So, with that being said, I do still have 2 of the hog maws, the pieces of hog maw out there. So it looks like it's crisping up. So I'm gonna let it crisp up for a little bit and see how it turns out. Yeah, it was super cheap. Definitely intimidating looking. Okay, you can see there's a little bit of pink in the middle of this one. More like this looks like medium well. There it is. This looks like a medium well, almost well done. Tastes like it. A little bit of fat goes great with like how lean this is. Oh, so good. Go. This is tasty. Okay. Let me finish up cutting these. So basically, I'm just gonna cut these into bite sizes, and we're gonna put them in onto a little plate. See, I told you they look better once you cut them up. I think medium works well for skewers since they are bite-sized pieces. I would agree, actually. I'm not sure if I've had... So when it comes to beef just in general, I do prefer steaks, like my cuts of steaks, to be rare, medium rare. Like I like the pink in the middle. I like how... Because it's tender. It's not dry. But if we're coming to skewers, like you said... If you said, Safi... Since they are bite-sized pieces, you don't have a lot to... It's not tough to chew since they are bite-sized pieces. Okay. We got one more to go. Probably do like this. Okay. I'm just gonna... Over. And then after I cut this up, I'm gonna go collect the last 2 pieces out there, and we'll see how the grill treated those 2 pieces. When I was little, I used to eat hog maw with my mom just like this. She would boil it up, and I would help her slice them up, so I would get to eat like bits as I was helping her prep the food. So that's a happy memory for me. cold dirty effect. That's okay. I will eat this though. Okay, so guys, here's a hog maw. Oops, sorry, the spoon is like all in the way. That's what this looks like. Cut up, it looks good. It does not look inappropriate. Sliced up. Dragon. Okay, let me go check on the last two. Oh, so the sauce is called Gelso Son Lao. That literally translates to sour dipping sauce. So it is a mixture of. So this dipping sauce is a mixture. So I took a mortar and pestle, and I ground up, or I pestled. I put in garlic, some bird's eye chilies, so Thai chilies, a little bit of salt, mush that all up, a little bit of MSG, and then I use half a lime juice from half of a lime, and then fish sauce. So you mix it all together, and that's what that is. It is a very nice go-to sauce that I usually do. It's one of my favorite Lao sauces. I grew up eating this too. The chilies that I use aren't extremely spicy, actually. I could stand for a little bit more heat in that, but overall, delicious. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys this actually. What is a top tier condiment for you? What are you a fan of when it comes to condiments? Are you a ketchup fan, mustard fan? I think soy sauce is up there for me for sure, but fish sauce, a good fish sauce. Whew. Good shit. Okay, let me go grab these guys. Can you guys hear that? Y'all hear it? And then hear this. Oh, crispy. Okay, hold up. I'm a little worried that it might be dry, just like Safi said. So let's cut into it real quick. But this sounds amazing. Ooh. Wait. Okay, hold on. This might. I don't know. This might be a little tough. It looks like it's definitely got the crisp, the char on the outside, the chewy inside. Garlic mayo. That's a good choice. Okay. Flavor wise, delicious. I love the little bit of smoke that it added in there. It's headed towards chicharrones. So it's headed towards like a pork rind type deal. I like chewy things, so I kind of like the texture difference between the outside and the inside. It does have a little bit of chew, like significantly more chew than just the boiled ones. So if you're willing to sacrifice chewing a little bit more, this isn't bad. Like, this is pretty good. So let me go ahead and slice the rest of this up, and then I'll actually make the strawberry milk. It's surprisingly not dried. I did think it was gonna dry it out. Strawberry Milwaukee. Hey Fisty, what's up? Yo, how'd your croissants turn out? I was gonna try to hop over, but my stream ended up taking longer than I thought it was gonna be. How'd the croissants go? Okay. My chef my chef's knife also sucks ass, so that doesn't help. All right, guys, just listen to this. Yes, please. That's what the inside of this looks like. No, so this is crispy on the outside. It's not supposed to slice. There's like a listen. Wait. So, all right, we're gonna go in for the crunch test. Ready? Okay, this literally is reminiscent of what's it called? Chicharrones. Okay, that's fair, I guess, but it looks more like meat than stomach. Yeah, absolutely. So Fisty, we grilled. We got some fresh beef hearts, and of course the camera is going to, you know, focus right now. We got fresh beef hearts marinated, and we got some grilled onions here. My very first time grilling. I think it turned out pretty well. And then we actually boiled up some hog maw, and I tossed a couple slices on the grill since it was still hot, and that's what this is. And it honestly, it kind of slaps right now. And it literally feels like grilled pork belly. Like, this is what this tastes like. It's not as fatty. It's not as meaty. It's a little bit more chew. But y'all, this kind of slaps. See, you can see it literally looks like the skin on the outside. The layers of pork on the inside. Hold on, let me get some water. Crispy. I'm very surprised with this. Like, so I was expecting Trey home by now, cause he should have gotten off, like, 15 minutes ago. And the food's getting cold. So what I'm gonna do? Oh, where's my shit? I'm so happy with myself, guys. I didn't think I thought this grilling thing was gonna be a disaster. I've never grilled before. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss everything into like an aluminum foil pouch. Everything into a pouch. It's so hot. Okay. And then I'm going to toss it on the grill because it's still warm. So I'm going to keep it warm over there. And then the kebabs. The kebabs. I'm just very happy. And while these stay warm on the grill, we will make our strawberry milk. Trey's gonna be very surprised. My aluminum foil is fucked up right now. Dang, it's 5 a.m. Oh my god, thank you so much for hopping by and saying hi. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the BLT bar. We hope to see you again too in Safi, so have a great day, new night. See you later. Have a wonderful sleep. I hope you sleep really well, friend. Okay, I'm gonna toss this on the grill just real quick. Oh, shit. I may have put too many... I think I put too many charcoal bricks out there because it's still like really... It's actually still kind of hot. Now I can actually do the music. Okay. Gonna wash all these. Boink. Actually, so you guys can see me. We are cleaning as we go. Okay. Okay. It's not that much of a disaster here, which is good. Yeah, I was expecting Trey home by now, so he probably had some customers keep him up. Oh, that might be him. Nope. Hold up, let me see. Hey, look at them. Okay. Oh my god, they turned out so cute. Fisty, they look good. Oh, wow, look at all the layers. The layers. Yo. Yo, they turned out so good. I'm so proud of you. Yeah. The layers. These strawberries are a little ugly, but we can work with them. Alright, first things first. I'm gonna wash this knife. You good, bro? Just chilling? Waiting for me to drop something? They tasted way more like really good Pillsbury ones instead of bakery ones, but I'm proud of them. And that's because I use shitty butter. You did say you didn't use top tier butter, but hey, was that your first time? That wasn't your first time, was it? But they look great. I think that was a very good attempt. It looks so good. If anything, they're really, really cute. You don't actually like wash all of your dishes, but you rearrange them so they don't look as bad. Because that is absolutely what I'm doing right now. Like, oh, I don't wash all of it right now. But I don't want my sink to look like a fucking mess. So... I'm just trying to clean as I go. Throwing the aromatics away. Woo! Very first, didn't research till day of. Okay, nice. That's ADHD. Listen. Okay, yeah, these strawberries are a little ugly, but we'll make it work. And I will wash my cutting board because it's got meat juice all over it. It's cooked meat juice, but it does have meat juice. Okay. Shit, my towel's all the way over there. I can just place this right there. What? 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 Trey guest appearance? What? What do you mean? What happened? What happened? Hello, what's in my fridge? Hey! Oh god, dude, I was like, did he show up and I didn't know? I was literally like, my dog didn't do anything. I didn't hear a single fucking noise. You're over here. I was about to be like, yo, hello, what's in my fridge? What kind of, can I call you fridge? Is that okay? What would you prefer me call you? But welcome on into the BLT bar. So on the menu today, we're actually about to be making some strawberry milk. But we've got grilled beef heart kebabs with grilled onions, and we've also got some sliced up pork stomach or hog maw with a Lao dipping sauce called gel som. So that's like a spicy, salty, sour, like a tangy sauce to dip in. So we're basically just about done. We're gonna make a little bit of strawberry milk because I've been meaning to make strawberry milk. But we are making strawberry milk. Yeah, these are... They ain't the prettiest, but... Franco said, what? But we'll make it work. I don't know how to say that. Like a dressing? So it's kind of, I guess. Here, actually, I can show you. Since I've got it right here. Okay. So, in a mortar and pestle, oh god, I'm sorry. Okay, there it is. In a mortar and pestle, we smushed up Thai chilies, some garlic, and a little bit of salt and MSG. Smushed it up, scooped it out, put it in a bowl, and then squeezed half a lime into this and added fish sauce. And that's what this is. So, a little spicy, a little salty, umami, a little tangy, goes great on plenty of things. If you like spicy, it's good. But yeah, we got that as a dipping sauce for our stuff that's on the grill. I have it right now just like being warmed up on the grill. So we are going to be making our strawberry milk. Let me... Okay. Damn it, Fisty! I was confused! These are a little sad looking. These strawberries are so sad looking. They're like really sad. I almost was like, oh my god, there's mold! Which is fine, you just eat the ones that don't have mold on it. But it's the condensation on the sides. We don't need too many strawberries though. Because Trey is lactose intolerant, so he is not going to be having any of these. Oh god, it's a condensation on the berries. Yes, I literally... It looks like patches of mold over here, but look, I promise. Boop, 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 boop. Or here. The mold adds a little bit of flavor. These are really sad, actually, so I think I'm just gonna chuck what I don't use. Okay, these ones are a little bit too rankly. Disclaimer, guys, please don't use moldy foods. Don't use moldy fruits in things. I was just joking. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Okay, let me go rinse these off. No, fuck! I was so confused. I was like, bro, I'm not playing. I have nothing turned on in my house right now other than hanging out with you guys over here on stream. I'm like, I locked the doors. I can see outside this window right here. Y'all fuckers better not be messing with me. Anyway, I need an appropriately sized jar. How much milk do we have? Alright, I'm gonna use a combo, actually. So, strawberry milk, super easy. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use this one. Alright, this is a pretty jar. A prettier looking jar, I should probably say. I absolutely totally forgot that I was going to be drawing this cutting board, so I'm just going to have it hang out right here. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. This is a pretty looking jar. Hey teacher, hey teacher, hey Fisty, hey Fisty. Yes, how can I help you? Where's my... Alright. So we are taking these strawberries, cutting tops off them. We already rinsed them off. Are there raspberries and strawberry milk? Class, would anybody like to answer Fisty's question? This is why I couldn't be a teacher, yo. I do not have the patience for it. Oh, yes. Did he just answer his own damn question? Raspberry milk sounds good, though. Okay, hold on. Wait, are we about to try raspberry milk? Oh, I don't have any raspberries. Raspberries. What's your guys' favorite berry? What's your go-to berry? I'll never say no to a good strawberry. Do I have any? We are berry inclusive. We are berry inclusive. All right, well. Huh. I don't want to wash another mortar. I don't want to wash another mortar and pestle, but it would be helpful if I had a mortar and pestle. And we have one upstairs. All right. Favorite berry is a perfect blackberry. Okay, perfect blackberry. All right. Okay. Fuck it. All right. I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna go get this mortar and pestle. BRB. Bruce trying to catch a fly. All right, so we got. Oh shoot. Okay. Squish this over. Most blackberries are ass or meh, but best ones, god damn. Bro, yes.
What's that button? What's that button?
Blackberry or raspberry, you know, the superior berries. Okay, all right. We have opinions apparently. All right. You guys see this? I'll make sure you guys can see this. Before I get raspberry, before I get strawberry juice. Boo is really wanting a treat right now. You know, it would make more sense if I actually like sliced them up. Okay, we're gonna slice these up a little bit so they smush a little bit better. They could be rough chopped slices. Fresh strawberries are the best. These ones are obviously not the freshest as they are slightly wrinkly, but that's okay. I have read somewhere that, what's it called? If you wash your produce when you get it and store them in mason jars, like, or just jars in general, it's supposed to last, they're supposed to last longer than if you just like store them regularly. And I have not tried that yet, but I have plenty of mason jars, so. All right, moving this out the way because it's ugly. Okay, gonna. Well, this. Oh, this doesn't have a. What's it called? Chilies that'll smush you in the, or that'll get smushed and then pop you in the eye. It's just raspberry. I mean. God, you guys got me calling these raspberries. So we're smushing these just a little bit. But, smash it! We go smashing it. Do want a little bit of sugar. Damn it. Okay, hold on, wait. I'm gonna go get the good sugar, BRB, again. Okay, I'm back. So, we've got some sugar in the raw. Instead of using, you can use regular white sugar if you really want to, but I wanted to make this a little special. So we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of that in here. You guys like this ASMR? Is it enjoyable? Hold on. Bring the mic over here. Sorry, I didn't know if this was like ASMR or if this is fucking weird. Yeah. These look good. Okay, let me get a spoon so I can taste it. Okay. Add a little bit more sugar. Maybe about 2 tablespoons more. There's plenty of noises happening. Okay, this is looking like some good strawberry milk. Some strawberry puree, rather. It's not milk yet. There's no milk added. It looks like it's gonna be good to add to strawberry. Man, I'm fucked up. Okay, I don't know how to speak. All right. All right. Tasting good. Now, since this is a wooden mortar and pestle, I'm also, just like the other one, I'm gonna wash it as soon as I can, just so that it doesn't stain too badly. I feel like I had a mortar and pestle that was a stone, but I feel like, oh, maybe it was, I think it was Lunaroos. That's maybe this is what I'm thinking of. I made strawberry infused milk once. Ooh, okay. Tell us about it. How do you do it? Oh, now that we're up here now. This is my water. Okay. I'm not sure if that's the most appealing sound, but I was gonna say, I don't think it's the most appealing sound. Everybody use your imagination. Small bits, add sugar, let the sugar do its thing. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing. I probably should have diced up the strawberries. Oopsies. But that's okay. You live and you learn, right? All right. Okay. Let me wash this too. I am gonna. Okay, got the water washed. Pestle was washed. Knife washed. And about to be dry. All right. And now we have the strawberry. Time for the milk. Okay, So I've got some whole milk here that we're gonna be using. It's obviously not enough to fill up this whole container. And I'm gonna be topping it off with a little bit of oat milk. Oat milk. So I do like to drink whole milk just on its own. I actually was talking with Tony yesterday about this, but we both are whole milk enthusiasts. Delicious. All right, here goes the whole milk. Oh wow, actually that's pretty. Oh damn, I literally spilled it on this. Okay, that's fine. It looks really pretty so far. And we will top it off. 2% a little cream. Oh, that's a good idea too. I have to try that next time. Give it a little stir. Let me see it. Get that nice, really pretty pink color. Look at all those chunks of strawberry in there. I'm kind of tempted to add a little bit of, what's it called? A little bit of honey. I feel like honey would be really good with this, but I did add some sugar, so. All right, guys, strawberry milk. Let's give it a taste. Oh, it smells like fresh strawberries. Oh yeah, that does not need anything else added to it. Woo, boy. Boy, that's tasty. Goddamn. Strawberry milk's really easy to make at home, guys. You also, like what Esther was saying, you can just chop up the strawberries really thin and then, or like dice them into little pieces and stuff, and then add the sugar and then like mix it around and do it that way. You don't need a mortar and pestle. You don't need it, but it is nice to have. Yeah, yeah, let's go, yeah. Yes. Dude, this is delicious. Love this stuff. Now, my only problem is that I probably won't, I will need a big straw, like a milkshake straw, just to get all the big chunks, or I will just have to eat the strawberry chunks, you know, as I get to the bottom. So, here, let me try. Oh yeah, that's good. Well, all right, guys, hold on, wait. I'm gonna put this on mute real quick. I'm gonna call Trey and see where he is. Actually, I'll just put you on the BRB screen. Hold on. I will be right back. We're back, y'all. Trey is still at work. The poor guy got stuck there. They had. Listen, if somewhere is closing, please do not be that person that walks in knowing damn well that somewhere is about to close and overstay your stay. If you are like, if it's, I would say 30 minutes, even 45 minutes before close, I'm always going in, getting the shit I need. I will not take up your time. I need blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to hang out. I'm here to get out of your hair so you can go home. Do not be the person that's like, oh, wait, you close in 5 minutes? I would like to have 10 drinks, please. Do not do that. Please do not do that. Do not do that. These poor people want to go home. So yeah, that's what happened to Trey, sadly. But yeah, anyway, the strawberry looks so delicious. Let me plate up everything, and we can start snacking until he gets home. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, but it's starting to turn pink, like a really light pink. It's super cute. Okay. This. Yeah, right, Leopard knows what's up. Okay. Let me go get. Oh God. Yeah, I may or may not have used too many coals, 'cause it's still hot. Hee hee ha ha. Hee hee ha ha ho ho. Hee hee ha ha ho ho. Mayday, mayday! The grill was too hot and it's continued cooking! My hog maw! My hog maw! Fuck! I put it in tin foil! And now the hog maw's sticking to the tin foil! Let's see if I can pull them off. Okay, they seem to be mostly coming off. Ow. 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 Please. Please. Ow. Ow. I don't know why I'm just using my bare hands, but whatever. Oh, shit. Okay. The kebabs definitely were cooking. So I'm really, really hoping that they didn't overcook too badly. Fuck! Damn it! Dark days indeed. I was taken bamboozled by my own self. I knew damn well that it was too hot. I was like, I'll just put on a grill anywhere. Should have known. Should have known better. My mama said that good things always take time. 'Cause we work hard in a wildfire. Yeah, we got caught in a wildfire. Damn, I do feel heckin' bamboozled, not gonna lie. Okay. Alright. Move this shit. Now, I would usually drink this with, like I said earlier in the stream, we call this gam lao. So usually there would be, lao. Can y'all hear me? Hey, okay. I just realized my mic wasn't on, so that was weird. I love a good orange creamsicles. Ba-bang! This is our meal for today. Yeah, this is looking a little crispy, so I'll take a picture of it. But I'm thinking that it's overcooked, sadly. These dang old customers! Okay. Alright. YouTube. And we'll eat together. Ugh. So yeah, how's it going? Thank you guys so much for joining my stream. Oh, okay. Even for this being well done, hovering. The bar just became a pub. Come on. Come on. I know you can jump up here. Come on. Also, hey, E-Money, welcome on in. Come on. I know you can jump. You can jump up here. Ouch. Here. I know you can jump up here. You're just trying to get me. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. We are dog friendly at this pub. Also, thank you so much, E-Money. Yeah. So we've got grilled beef hearts with grilled onions here. It is a little charred, a little longer cooked than I intended, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. And then we've got hog maw, which is pork stomach, right here, sliced it up. I actually tossed it on the grill after boiling it, so that was unintended, but pretty good. And we've got a sauce right here. Oh wait, went the wrong way. So this is called jiao som, which is a Lao sauce that is made with chilies. Or I put it in a mortar and pestle. I put chilies, garlic, a little bit of salt, a little bit of MSG in a mortar and pestle, smushed it up, and then scooped it into a bowl and added lime juice and fish sauce. So that's what this sauce is. It does look a little bit like a salsa verde, actually. Back trying to plan Christmas for my friend and 2 sisters. Oh, okay, nice. It's never too early to start planning, huh? Yes, Brew was over here crying the whole time. He likes to be babied because he very clearly can jump up here. But he likes to be babied and he'll cry until he gets picked up or he jumps up. But how are you, E-Money? I feel like it's been a little while since I've seen you. I hope you've been doing well. Ah! No. Not you guys. You guys are good. My son is trying to steal a bite. Okay. I saw a link for a giant hoodie, sweater, and shirt website. Oversized hoodies are the best, literally. Yeah, hello, let's go. Dude, oversized anything. Oversized clothes just in general are so comfortable. So cozy, so comfy. Oh shit, guys, hold up. I forgot I have rice. Hold on, I gotta get my rice. Alright, here. That's it on your now. Now I'm willing to drop 2 for you. Wait, on each? Was each one? No. Do not beg. Each is 60. Okay, see, that's not terrible. I thought it was... I was like, well, okay, hold on, Dragon. You should not pay $240 for a hoodie. But that's fine. Alright, here's the sticky rice. Alright, let me show you guys the perfectly crafted bite. Okay, sticky rice. It's a bit sticky. Excuse me. So, what we're gonna do, so you guys can see this. Alright. Usually you'll grab like a piece of beef or some kind of meat, and you can see on my hands, it's a little, you get a little bit of the oils on there. So you can grab your sticky rice and it won't be sticky on your hands. always eat sticky rice with your hands. That's how it's meant to be. That's traditionally done. That's the correct way to eat sticky rice with your hands. Okay. Usually you kind of shape it into like a little ball. You'll grab. We're gonna do a piece of heart. Okay. Got a piece of heart right there. And grab a little bit of onion. Okay. Okay, we got the onion, meat, rice. Dip a little bit into the sauce right here. Boop. Don't need too much. Bleh? No. Hold on, man. Oh, come on, hold on. Wait. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I think it was actually Brew breathing out, but it sounded like someone was behind me. Woo! Anyway, that was delicious. I've tried beef tongue, but never the heart. Heart is not usually like a common piece sold. A common organ sold. The original size for these is equivalent to... Whoa! Wait, they get bigger than that? Yo! Anyway, beef tongue slaps. Beef tongue is delicious. It is starting to become more popular now, so it is starting to be more expensive, which sucks booty. Like, a regular sized tongue I used to buy back in the day, that was like $20, is now at least $30 to buy. I'm like, damn it. Y'all making this trendy, which I'm like, great. I'm glad it's trendy because I've been eating beef tongue for forever now. But man, it's expensive. Summoning Fisty. He showed us a really great taqueria, I guess. That's so awesome. Beef tongue tacos. If you do it just right. Oh, beef tongue is so good. So good. Beef tongue tacos are where it's at. Lengua tacos. This one I don't usually eat with rice. I just like a little bit in the sauce. And then going in for the kill. What? See, with tacos too, you don't even see, it just looks like meat. It literally just, like, if you guys were here earlier, this did not look the way it did. And I'm willing to give a little bit of grace. Yeah, see, it's cubed up. Like, you can't even tell that it's literally like a tongue. But sure, that's not like the usual, like in the States or whatever, but I mean, if you eat hamburgers, you're eating cow ass, right? You're eating a butt. So if you're gonna eat its butt, why not eat everything else too? That's my thing. Especially if you cook it right. See, this doesn't look like a heart. This literally looks like a kebab. Like a, oh, it's just regular beef. Dare I say, even better than regular beef kebabs. It's not as tough. And it's cooked extra, and it's still not as tough as if I like cut up a steak and I left it outside on the grill. It would be way tougher than what this is. But anyway, lengua tacos, delicious. That's a good go-to for me. I've never actually tried making it myself. The only way I've made tongue, excuse me, is I have prepared it raw. Like I've cut it up and like sliced it up when it was raw, and then cooked it that way. So I've tossed it in the air fryer, like slices in the air fryer, in a pan, just like regular stir fry meat. We've done K-barbecues with it, which you guys have seen us on stream actually. May have seen us on stream doing that. Bring it on, baby! But anyway, I went on a tangent about eating beef tongue. Oh yeah. But anyway, I've never tried making it into a taco, like the slow braised or like slow cooked beef tongue. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now the thing is about cooking, and I'm learning this too as I've grown up cooking. See that? I feel like that's tasteful. Oh yeah, the thing about cooking and being able to, you know, have the chef's pieces, right, is you get full. I'm sure you guys saw me munching on the hog maw when I was slicing it up. And I already had a couple pieces of the beef heart already, so I'm pretty sure I can go through half of this kebab, and that will be it. Hopefully Trey gets here soon. I called him and he said that basically he was finishing up restocking, and then he should be back pretty soon. I'm really happy with how this rice came out too. So I'm gonna go for this bigger piece right here. I know it's bigger, but oh shit. I'm gonna see how well, how chewy it actually is. Oh shit. Because this does have a little bit of that fat, or you can see it actually. You can see it right here. There's a little bit of that fat that's right there. Wow, see? I'm very impressed. Honestly, and if you guys weren't here earlier, I think Dragon, it might just be you. This heart, I got quite a few pieces for it. Like I made at least 6 or 7 kebabs. All that protein, the heart, was $3. Like, I would say if you're making kebabs, this like rivals just regular old steak. Like, again, overcooked it. I'm really sad that I overcooked it. But even for it being overcooked, like I bit into this and didn't have to like chew for my life, for the rest of my life. What's the best way to cook the heart? Is this the only way you cook it? So, fun fact, this is the very first time I have tried cooking heart at all. My mom, excuse me. Woo. My mom didn't like organ meat when we were growing up, but I liked it. Me and my dad liked it. So she would just like toss it all up somewhere, cook it up somehow, and then just like serve it to us. She was like, nah, I fucking hate this shit. It's gross. So I just thought at the store today, I was, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm just gonna try it. So I grilled it. This is grilled on kebab style, as you can see. And I think it turned out really well. Like, here, hold on. You can see it. I love organs like livers. Okay. So liver, I love beef liver, dehydrated and deep fried. It turns into like this puffy, almost like a chip. One of my favorite things to have. Also, hey, Altar Boy, what's up? I feel like it's been a little while. How have you been? I've only had it once. It was in the oven, and that's all I remember. And I remember liking it. I have seen recipes where, because I did a little bit of Googling right before I bought the package, but I was like, fuck it. It's $3. If anything, I can at least give it a little bit to brew. If I fuck it up that bad. But some people have like slow cooked it or like pressure cooked it, since it is a lean piece of meat. You know, it's a muscle, and the muscle is being used every day, right? So it's very lean. I've seen some, it's stewed, or maybe like in, you know, you would bake it in the oven, or like put it in the oven at a really low temp. Excuse me, at a really low temp, so that it'll be even more tender than this, because obviously it's a little tough. My first mom was Jamaican, so I assumed it was an island recipe. Okay, I feel like a with the like Caribbean spices would be really tasty with this. It is almost, oh, okay. If you guys have had chicken gizzards, it feels a little bit like a chicken gizzard. It doesn't have as much of that organy, gamey flavor. Actually, the more that it obviously it cooked more, so it doesn't have that flavor. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. Oh, good luck, dragon. No worries. Thank you for lurking. Or we'll see you back in a minute. Okay. So this is very similar to chicken gizzard because it has that chew to it. However, it is not as intensely chewy as chicken gizzard. If you don't like the chew, then this hog maw you might not be too big of a fan of, because it does have a similar type of chew that chicken gizzards have. I was like, I don't know what's playing right now. I will say, these onions slap though. I didn't realize how much I love grilled onions until like just right now. I had a friend, I think, that did not like onions for the longest time because his mom cooked onions in, I'll just say, his mom cooked onions incorrectly. Either they were like raw, or like halfway cooked, semi-cooked, and like he just thought he didn't like them. I'm weird with organ meats, but I'll try most things. Okay, what is there an organ meat that you've liked other than, I can think the heart is what we were talking about earlier. I grew up eating this stuff, so there is a sense of nostalgia that comes with it for me, which you know, is a plus, obviously. Liver, but I haven't had it fried, but I like the flavor, not the texture. Okay. Sometimes it's either or, usually for folks that do liver, because either the flavor is way too intense and they don't mind the texture, or the texture is really weird for them. But like you said, the flavor is good. Deep fried, especially chicken livers, it's a great combo of like the crisp outside, crunchy, with like the soft, kind of almost like creamy inside. So the contrasting textures of fried, like deep fried livers, pretty tasty. I do, like I said earlier, I like beef liver that's dehydrated then deep fried because it turns almost into like a chip. So that's one of my favorite ways to have beef liver. Raw onions are good. A good slice of raw onion with like a chicken fried steak or something like. Ooh, so I grew to like raw onions as well. As a child, I was like, whatever. I got this onion. You know, green onions are fine and stuff, but hold on, this hog maw is coming for my life. But yes, a good piece of onion with something that that's like super rich or like fatty, so you have kind of like that spicy crunch with the onion is always a good combo. So I would agree with that. Chitlins are a no? No chitlins for Alter? I don't know if I've ever had sweetbreads, actually. Okay, how have you had chitlins, though? Chitlins also a nope? You guys aren't into chitlins? Okay, so I say chitlins. However, are we talking about the dish? Are we talking about intestines? Are we talking about, like, pork intestine, beef intestine? Or are we talking about the dish, chitlin itself? Like, or like a certain specific type of way that you've had chitlins. Okay, you're talking about intestines, period. Have you had intestines grilled? Oh, God! Oh, no! Alter! Dipped in ketchup after it was boiled? Oh, my God! Oh, God! What? It smells like ass for real. Oh. Oh. Okay, see, look, I'm willing to try it. But it, like, knee-jerk reaction, if anything, the ketchup is what scares me. Like, it makes sense, and I guess sense. Woo! Man, y'all are funny. I'm horrified at the ketchup. I think the ketchup is the most horrifying thing I read in that sentence. I had menudo. I was like, nope. Okay, see, I've had menudo before. Papa Bear, who's in chat every now and then, his mom makes delicious menudo, but I don't think she uses intestines. I think she uses just the tripe, which I'm down for. I love tripe. I'm not a fan of ketchup. My girlfriend is Filipino, puts it on everything. See, Trey's the same way. He doesn't like ketchup. He's not like, it's very rare that he'll put ketchup, like he'll have ketchup with something. That is definitely not his condiment of choice. I like it in specific instances, but I'm not putting it in everything. Okay, all right. Here you go. Have a little bit of rice. But anyway, Papa Bear's mom's menudo. It's delicious, but I've never had it with the intestine. I dip chicken livers in ketchup, but I can't imagine intestines. Livers are like one of the 3 to 4 things that I like. See, I feel like the iron, they're really rich, because livers are rich. So that with the tangy ketchup, brew, do not beg. That with the tangy ketchup, like the vinegar and like the tomato, I feel like would be good. But the intestine, it's boiled and then dipped in ketchup. It's boiled. If it were fried, I feel like I would have less of an issue with it. And now I almost want to try it, but I don't want my house to smell like ass for a month, and not the good kind of ass, because apparently it sounds like it smells like the bad kind of ass. Tripe doesn't taste like anything, so I generally don't eat it, but it doesn't turn me off. Okay, yeah, tripe is one of those. It's the same thing as you with what's it called, hogma. I'll boil it up. It's definitely a texture thing, so you dip it into stuff, and then like the texture. Honeycomb tripe is one of my favorites. Love the texture, love the chew. So good. There's a good kind. Good what? A good kind of intestine? Yeah. So have you had it? Oh, a good kind of ass. Yeah, of course, there's a good kind of ass. Ass. Listen, we appreciate all booties in this house, unless this booty is unwashed. Then we do not. We do not stand unwashed booties. That shit better be clean. Literally. Okay, that was a door for real. Yes, we like the booty, but not the booty stank. Hi. We're talking about ass. Unless you like a yeast infection in your mouth. Oh God! Everybody say hi to Trey. He's finally home.
I'm home.
Also, here's Brew. Crying.
Like a little.
He sounds exhausted. Yeah, Dragon, he is exhausted. Alter and Dragon, say hi.
Hello, guys.
But yeah, anyway, there is good ass and there is bad ass. And I don't want my house smelling like bad ass for a month. Not bad ass, but like, bro, English is weird. Yeah, right, there's badass. I'm like, what? Anyway, I'm curious. Okay, you like chitlins, right?
Yeah.
These two
Well,
said
You have to. You can't just eat anyone's chitlins. There's some people who don't clean theirs properly. My grandma cleans hers 4 times. There's some people who get the pre-clean ones and then just be like, that's good enough, and fucking eat some shitty ass chitlins. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know these were pre-seasoned. Nope, that's not pre-seasoned, bitch.
that's poo poo. Alter said that his mom boiled chitlins and dipped them in ketchup.
Oh!
And now I really have never eaten chitlins. Brew, do not beg. No. I said the boiled dipped in ketchup is what's like bothering me the most about that. I've been going on for like 5 minutes about that. Oh yeah, feel free to dig it. I try to keep it warm in the tin foil. Hopefully it works.
Oh, I just want to sit.
Well, you are now home, so you are welcome to sit. Oh, anyway, grilled intestines is really good. You gotta wash them really well, obviously, but.
Damn.
Excuse me. Oh, woo. We both work at a distillery. He was bartending today. Damn. Let me know what your opinion on the grilled heart is.
Okay. Is it a Joseph?
Huh?
Joseph.
Yeah. Here you go. You can have my Joseph.
You full?
Yeah. That's why I've been talking about ass for 5 minutes. That makes a lot of sense. Actually, we started Sunday sipping before we became bartenders. Thank you, Tony. Well, yeah, guys. With that being said, I finished my half my kebab. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me, watching me make dinner. Getting freaked out at nothing at my house, apparently. Peace. Yes, I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out. It means a lot to me. I had a grand time. Hope you guys had a lot of fun too. Thanks for all our new folks joining in. All of our old sippers as well coming to hang out. Excuse me. Whew. The chilies are coming back. I was like, oh no, it's not that spicy. And then, 4 chilies later, you're like, okay, maybe it's a little more spicy than I thought. But yeah, Trey might be on sometime this week with Visage since we do have the proper chords for it, but we do have, excuse me, we've got another busy week coming up. If you don't see Trey again, or Trey or one of us again, you will see us on Sunday for Sunday Sippin', unless something changes. We'll let you know in the Discord. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and joining. I really appreciate everybody out here hanging out, lurking, chatting, all that good jazz. Thanks for being so supportive as I made my very first grilled kebabs. I hope you all have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, a wonderful your time. And we will see you guys hopefully soon. So y'all take care of each other. Please be kind to others and to yourself. And we'll see you guys later. So y'all have a good night. Bye.